Hi, good morning.
Let's Camino.
Let's Camino, amigos.
That's you? You might get to Pontevedra by walking from Porto or from Lisbon, or you might do what we did this year, which was fly directly to Santiago and take a train to Pontevedra. We had to stop our Camino last year in Caldas Torres because of an injury. We decided to return and finish the Portuguese Camino, but this time we would take the spiritual variant instead of going straight ahead from Caldas to Padrón. We arrived by plane in Santiago at midnight, got to our hotel at 1 o'clock, and went right to sleep. We got up the next day about 10 o'clock, walked around town a little bit just to visit places that we'd been before, and then we went down to the train station, which is very close to the old town, and took the train to Pontevedra. Once we were in Pontevedra, we walked around. We went to a restaurant that we had been to the year before that treated us very well, and they welcomed us again and gave us a great table. And later we met up with our traveling companions who are our neighbors back home and who have done 3 other Caminos with us in Spain, Portugal, and Italy. We are very good travel companions and great Camino buddies. Our travel buddies have done the variant before. They did it last year. But Kathy broke her foot and finished it with a broken foot. And so she wanted to do it again, this time in good health. "10:05 at night. Just starting to come alive." After a day of walking around Pontevedra, resting from the long trip, we got up the next morning, met in the lobby of the hotel, and started our walk for the day.
And we now have Marty and Wendy at the beautiful church. Here they are. Our first day on Camino.
Mitch and Kathy in front of the church in Pontevedra. And there's the top, and there's already, it's, what time is it, 5:15? 6:04. 6:04. 6:07, and here's 2 more pilgrims coming. Yeah, all right.
Hi, good morning.
Let's Camino.
Let's Camino, amigos.
Oh gosh, it's been 6 years ago. This plaza was crammed with people, and we got right here, And I said, let's go.
9 o'clock.
Let's go. Hey.
I haven't seen an arrow. Okay. Now we know what to do.
Go. Yes, I pointed at that sign.
I love this time of the morning.
Yeah?
Mitch, however, does not.
Carry until you're tired of carrying.
Walking north out of Pontevedra, it's a pretty flat, straight, well-marked path, easy to follow in the day or at night or early in the morning like we did. After about 3 kilometers, you come to an intersection. It's at this point that you decide whether you're going to follow the traditional route to the right to Caldas de Reis, Padrón, and then Santiago, or turn left and take the spiritual variant. I've turned right 3 times. It's a lovely walk, straight, well marked, beautiful, plenty of services, and pretty easy walk to Caldas de Reis, and then from there to Padrón. Turning left, you start a long climb over a big hill, and then a descent back down to sea level.
What you got? Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get it for you?
No, okay.
You have money?
Hey Mitch, I'll take another one.
What do you got?
Americano. Yeah.
But you don't want all the other stuff with it. Right?
Yeah, I don't need any pastries or anything like that. I mean, I actually could, but... Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
The first day of the spiritual variant, yes. The end of the Camino we started last year. Yeah. Yes, I am. So three days. What do you think? 3 days? So Pontevedra to tonight, and then tomorrow morning to the boat. And the boat's not leaving tomorrow. The boat's leaving the next day. So today's Thursday. Friday, the boat's leaving Saturday. If the boat leaves Saturday morning, then we can walk to Santiago.
But we have hotel reservations as well.
Okay.
We can cancel.
You mean Friday night we do?
I don't know. Whatever night it is. Let me check.
Where are we on Saturday? These raised granaries are used to store and conserve corn and other agricultural products such as potatoes and other grains. They were built on stone posts or bases, making sure they were raised enough off the ground to prevent any moisture or rodents from getting in. Although these granaries tend to be built from wood and stone, their walls were originally covered with interweaved wicker, and they were roofed with straw, and that's the reason they were known as pajares here in Camparo. The ends of the roof tend to feature ornamental elements such as crosses, serving both a sacralizing and protective function, and finials, symbols which were associated with abundance and wealth.
Hola. Buenos días. Yeah, we needed to be able to get that last intersection.
Oh, we did? Well, this was worth a detour.
Yeah.
I mentioned before that leaving Pontevedra, you climb a hill, then go back down to the beach, then climb another bigger hill, and then end the day at the monastery. Here's a lookout on that bigger hill.
Yes,
Overlooking what
Pontevedra.
we've accomplished so far.
Well, that's that park we walked through with that memorial.
Yeah.
Marina.
The monastery at Armentera is a monastery of the Sistine order. It was founded in 1168. It's possible to stay at the monastery or at a very nearby albergue or right next door at a really nice hotel with a great pool. Adjacent to the monastery is a local restaurant bar with plenty of seating and good service for locals and pilgrims alike. This first day wore us down pretty well because it was really hot and we had multiple climbs up and down hills. Bars like this allow for rest and rehydration during and at the end of the day. And as you can see, there was plenty of rehydration going on at this very comfortable spot. Okay, let's see here. Kathy, what are you drinking?
Absolute
Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then
naranja.
3 estrellas and some Camino candy,
A big water.
ibuprofen. This is Rose and Thorns at the end of the day. We have a drink and we talk about how the day went. So our day started in Pontevedra and we walked about 22 kilometers, and we walked up and up and up and up and up. And what was the final total? 1,800 meters?
1,400 feet.
1,400 feet, okay. Up. And then we got here to this beautiful place. There's a monastery here, right over there, and a restaurant here where we're having dinner, and we're going to go through this thing that we always do called Rose and Thorns, where we talk about what the rose of our day was and the thorn of our day was, and Kathy's going to start.
Hello. I had an intention today to be positive
and not complain and to work hard and to really be grateful for everything I had. So my rose today is that I accomplished that goal. I feel it was a beautiful day. I feel like I felt strong. I feel like my body served me well. I'm with amazing friends and my amazing husband, and I have no thorns.
No thorns. All right. Senor Meach?
Rose, great weather, great day, great friends, real accomplishment getting up the hills. And I think everybody did great, and I'm proud of everybody. No thorns.
No thorns.
My roses, that was probably the hardest hill I have done with all backpack weight. So I did it. I felt good. With good friends, lots of encouragement. Thank you. And I don't have any thorns.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. My rose was the swimming pool.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that was really great.
It's a nice infinity pool at our hotel. And it felt really good because it really was a hard day. And my thorn was when I went to get up after you left from the pool, I got these huge cramps in my thigh. I could hardly stand up. And then I got up and I thought, oh man, I can't stay up. But that went away. So, yeah. That was it. Tomorrow we go to
Villa de Rosa.
where?
Villa de Rosa.
Villa de Rosa. So, and then we'll whoop it up there tomorrow night, and
Yeah.
and then the next day we get on the boat and travel to Padron, and the following day we go to Santiago and whoop it up again. Okay. Leaving Armentera, we followed the route of stone and water, a path through the forest next to a meandering stream that's peppered with mills, jumps, and channels that were designed to direct water to the many grinding wheels that served the flour mills and the power generators along the creek. Many of these structures have been restored, but many also remain in their primitive condition. It's downhill, and the trail is pretty good, so it's an easy walk to our next overnight at Villanova de Arosa, where we would board the boat the next day. Wow.
And this is just much more just a regular trail.
Yeah, this is just a mill, you know?
There's a great little place called the Piñera Resto Bar at the bottom of the route that has great snacks and beverages to set you up for the easy run into Villanova de Arousa.
Okay, let's see now. What's the best part of today?
We don't know yet.
Okay. All right.
Villanova de Arosa is a fair-sized town with plenty of amenities for food and lodging. You can buy tickets for the boat online or at the pier. It's very hard to miss the spot where the boat picks you up because it's marked by possibly the largest arrow on any Camino. Our boat ride was not uneventful. We started out early in the morning on a sunny day, but windy. So the wind waves splashed over the front of the boat and got everyone wet. Once we entered the river, things calmed down, and that was where the boat overheated, and we took refuge on one of the islands. Shortly, though, the boat was repaired. We got back underway and arrived at our destination. We disembarked the boat and again found ourselves walking on the Camino. Back on dry land in Pontes Açores, we decided to have a bite to eat before we continued on.
The food is always good on the Camino, and in this case we were assured that no insecticides had been used on the produce before they decided to build a sandwich out of it.
We did a little sightseeing in Padrón and chose a hotel on the northern outskirts so that we would have a little closer walk the next day into Santiago. The Camino from Padrón to Santiago is once again fairly straight and flat. Not really a lot of big hills, although there are some. The biggest hill is the hill coming into Santiago.
Hola, buenos días.
On any Camino, you'll see flyers for bars, taxis, hostels, and other pilgrim services. Some are good, some are not. This was a good one.
This happened to me a few years ago. A shop owner likes me for some reason, and now he's pouring me booze.
At
8:14 in the morning. He's pouring it in my coffee. He's pouring it in my cup, and it's strong. You want to taste this? You won't get any germs off of this, I guarantee you. This might be the cure. This is grappa. Holy cow. Okay.
Señor, buen camino. Gracias por el delicioso americano. En Barcelona vigila. Sí, sí. Okay. Gracias.
Let's get out of here. We got here just in time.
Yeah, filling up.
We got
And there you go. You've done the spiritual variant. And now it's time to enjoy everything Santiago de Compostela has to offer. And there's a lot there.
Thank you.